Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Minecraft, the quest for all biomes. Well guys, today, last time, we had a little bit of a look around the town that we're working on, over there in the jungle lake. So I showed you all the things that had been going on off screen and what had been happening in the series, and I was talking about how the fact that the all biomes achievement had been removed from the game, and then I spoke about the map wall. So I thought I'd start here and show you guys what I meant by the map wall. So as you can see in this room, we have maps all around us. Those are just duplicate maps, don't worry about them, they don't really matter. This is an up close and personal view of our spawn area, of like our home, our original home over here. And this is a generalized map of all that we've explored so far in the series. And this is from the farthest zoomed out possible view. So as you can see, we've explored a lot. So what I was saying is, what we can set as our goal now is to just fill this whole wall with maps. So we're still questing for all biomes, but we'll use this as a way to mark when we reach that achievement. So today we need to head off that way and up a bit in order to get to where we were last time. And I forgot to deploy my wings. Not very clever. Okay, so I believe we can do that, just so we can keep that in our sights. Then we just need to head on this way, just so that we can get to where we need to go. Okay, so that is what I wanted to say. I'm sorry if last episode was a bit cringy, guys. I did redstone for the first time, so there was a lot of thought that went into that. So for me to learn that new skill of doing redstone, it's not something that I've ever done before on camera or off camera. I did a little bit on personally by myself, but it wasn't anything ever serious. So this was my first real step into redstone, so it's like a new start for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing that new start and getting to join with me in doing that. I think that was quite a nice little thing, but it may have come across as very I may have come across as very nervous and not really speaking very clearly or anything, but that was just because I was doing something completely new to me, and that's generally how I get when I'm in a situation that's completely foreign to what I've experienced before. I tend to get all quiet and reserved and keep to myself and not really bother those people around me, because I'm the kind of person that if you're in a group of people and everybody's dancing, I'll be standing off in the corner and not dancing. Not because I don't want to dance, but just because I have this weird thing in the back of my mind that says to me all the time, well, they'll laugh at you, or you won't be able to dance and whatnot. And it's something that I'm working very, very, very hard to get over. It's part of the reason why I actually started YouTube and doing videos on YouTube, is to try and break this introversion of myself. You know, like I'm very much a type of person that doesn't hang out with a large group of friends or with a lot of people. So, you know, I enjoy hanging out with people though, but I just can't bring myself to do it. It's quite strange. So me doing things like YouTube really, really, really pushes me, but in a good way. It forces me out of that isolation that I tend to enforce upon myself. So just having you guys come in week after week and month after month and now even year after year to watch my videos means so much to me, and leaving the comments down below, having that interaction with you guys is so awesome. So I just want to say to you guys, thank you so much. And if I ever come across as distant or a bit unfeeling or like not really showing much of myself or whatnot, it's not because I don't value you guys or anything like that. It's just because I have trouble expressing myself in that way, like socially. I tend to, like, after I've made a comment, I'll go back and I'll think on it. Like, sometimes the whole night it will bother me, just like one sentence I said during the day, because I'm worried that it would have offended someone or hurt someone, or because I really, really don't want to. But at the same time, I want to have interactions with other people. It's like a weird dichotomy that I'm in. But yeah, if you had said to me a few years ago that I'd be on a society or on a survival group, a server group, like the Diamond Society like I'm on now, I would have said to you, no ways. No ways. That's not me. I'm not one to be in a group of people, but I don't know, man. Just something in the way that BC invited me to join that server, it struck a chord with me, and it made me push myself to to join that group and to become part of something bigger than myself. And I've enjoyed every moment of it. It's so awesome. It's like a new adventure every time I log on to see all the new things that are going on and be part of that activity and be part of the server as a whole. And even this, us spending our time together on the single player world, guys, and you guys interacting with me. I mean, this is the series that started it all. This is where my roots are in this series. So just being able to come here and fly through and fill maps out and talk to you guys, it's such a release for me. It's like, it lets me just relax from life, and no matter what's going on in my life at that particular moment, or no matter what I'm going through or having to face in the days to come, I know I can always come back and turn back here, and I'll have this to do with you guys. And it really, really is like such a relaxing thing to come on here and do. This series in particular. So whether or not this series gets as many views as any other series is immaterial to me. It's a series that I definitely don't see myself ever stopping. Even if we reach our goal, which I really, really want to do, and it's the whole point of this series, I'll probably invent another excuse to come on here and keep exploring, because it's just something that I found so enjoyable about Minecraft. Is there's always something new. The fact that the world is infinite. You can carry on exploring and exploring, and if you fully explore that world right up to the world borders, you can just start a new world with a different seed and carry on exploring. I think that's got a lot to do with the game's success, and just being able to go out there and explore and see something new and something you've never seen before. Just the way the blocks have been arranged, or like finding something in a village that you've never found before. It's so nice. It adds so much to the game. And, like, things that they've added, and they keep adding to this game. So, the more you go out and explore, the more things you discover. And it's really, really super cool to be able to do that. I mean, just look at how we're exploring right now with the wings. That wasn't possible a year or two back, because firework rockets weren't in the game. Even if Elytra were already in the game, you wouldn't have this ease except with the bow. And before Elytra, it was all walking around and on ponyback, no matter where you wanted to go. So it was much more difficult in that way as well to explore. So just the ways they add to this game constantly is why I've decided as well to carry on updating this series, because I don't want it to fall behind. I don't want it to be trapped in the sameness that it could get trapped in. Often in life, I find we set up boundaries for ourselves that aren't necessarily there, like artificial boundaries that hold us back and stop us from achieving our full potential. And if you go back and look on it, the only thing that was really stopping you was you. Like, I mean, if you look at me with this series, my goal in this series is to find all biomes, right? But is that a goal that needs to be necessarily measured by that achievement? Why can't I just explore for exploring's sake? Why can't I do it just because I want to see all the biomes? I want to go out and explore all that Minecraft has to offer me. I want to be that person that sets out on that adventure and accomplishes his goal. Why do I need that arbitrary thing to tell me that I've done it? I've experienced the journey. I've gone on that journey. So in that way, it's really that worry, that concern that I was facing is a non-worry, a non-concern. It was a concern only in my own mind, and I found that in a lot of things in life. If you just set aside your worries, your concerns, and just live, just be, just exist, and take action on things, don't sit back, but actually strive, always to improve yourself, always to move forward, you'll find that in life, a lot of limitations that were holding you back are not even there. And you can just go forward and achieve things that you never even dreamt were possible when you first set out to do it. You can just carry on striving, carry on moving forward, put your trust in God, and just go for it. Go for the goal. That's what I believe anyway. I know there's many different viewpoints out there, but from my experience, from my life, that is what I believe and what I've seen. Just thought I'd share that with you guys as we fly through the skies on these lovely, lovely wings. Okay, so the map is coming along quite nicely, as we can see here. And in the map itself, we are tending to run into drier biomes again, I see, unfortunately. We went through a stage there where we were coming across quite a few colder biomes, but this seed definitely seems to favor the hot biomes, unfortunately. But that is fine. It's good for building, I guess, because it's lots and lots of flat land to build on. If we ever wanted to do a true desert city, we got plenty of places to do that. So that's pretty cool. Also, we get these lovely mountains from the savannas, because these mountains, I really wish they were in other biomes as well, and not unique to the savannah, because can you imagine like forest hills like that? Ugh, it would be so gorgeous. Also, there's a large swathe of oceans over here for some strange reason. Very peculiar. Okay, so let's carry on going this way. So, I wonder if when we finish the whole wall of the maps, if it will form any sort of like continental picture, if the generation of Minecraft is set to do that, or if when we finish the wall of maps it doesn't really look like anything, just look like a mess. At the moment it does sort of look like a continental plate, just with very strange biomes, because the biome changes in Minecraft are not very natural. But yeah, things don't need to necessarily follow our world's way of doing things, I guess. If that's the way it is in the world of Minecraft, that's the way it is in the world of Minecraft. I mean, the fact that you can break a block and it can stay floating in the air, the one above it at least, that is something that is not real in real life. I mean, if I pull out this chair from under me, I am going to fall. But in Minecraft, I guess I just stay sitting there. Which is actually pretty cool if you think about it. People wouldn't be able to prank you with the chairs. But I guess the pranksters amongst us wouldn't enjoy that too much. They're like, oh man, no, I've got a pranking option that's been taken away from me. And I just missed a whole bit of the map here, so just need to fly back and get that quickly. Okay. Let's try and get some height here, guys. Alrighty, up into the air we go. And we can soar. As you can see, this takes quite a bit of durability from my wings flying around like this, but that's fine, because then I can just hit up the Enderman farm in there and get them repaired. So it is no problemo at all. And it's nice. I wish the wings had like a mileage counter, so we could see how far we traveled, because the distance flown doesn't really work. I was actually talking to some guys about it on the server. I can't quite remember who at the moment, but they were saying that the distance flown includes like when you're jumping and stuff like that and moving forward, so it's really not accurate at all. So it would be nice if there was some way to count that in vanilla, like not adding command blocks to do it or anything like that. So let's carry on forward. Talking about command blocks, guys, what are your thoughts on it? Do you like think command blocks are a good addition to single player games or not? Do you think certain commands should be added or not? Because what got me on this line of thought is like Hermitcraft. I don't know if any of you guys watch Hermitcraft, but generally it's always been a single or like a survival vanilla experience. But recently, as the seasons have gone forward, they've been adding more and more command block features to it. And even in the Diamond Society, we have some command block features like for the Enderman fight and stuff like that. Do you think that shouldn't be allowed? Do you think that should be in the game, or should be part of the series? Not that I have any power to change it, so don't get that opinion. But I don't have that sort of say on the server. But it's just an interesting thought. Like, do you think it takes away or adds to? I'm personally of the opinion that it adds to, because like when you play on a server, certain things that work in single player don't really work too well. Like, for instance, getting elytra. Like, there's only a set amount of elytra in the end, without exploring ridiculously far out, that is. So it is nice that when you defeat the dragon, you get a set of elytra. That sort of thing makes sense to me. Also, like shulker boxes and stuff like that are very hard to come by, so having a way to get those is also quite nice. But you know, things like mobs dropping heads and stuff like that seems a bit like it should be in the game itself, so you can understand that, but at the same time it's not in the game, so it's a bit weird. I don't know. I'm a bit strange that way. Like, my favorite flavor of ice cream is vanilla. if that tells you guys anything. I'm a standard guy. Occasionally, if I'm in the mood for it, I'll crunch up some Oreos and chuck those in there and eat Oreos and ice cream, or maybe sprinkle a bit of Milo on top. But generally, I like my ice cream vanilla, and even my milkshakes I like vanilla. So that's it. Talking about drinks, I don't know if you guys in the countries where you live have a drink called cream soda, but oh my gosh, that drink is amazing. Here in South Africa, it's a green drink, and we almost finished this map, guys. It's a green drink, so it's green and fizzy, and you drink it, and it's super sweet, but it's super tasty. And I'm usually more of a savory person, but for cream soda, I make it an exception, because that stuff is so good. What drinks do you guys like? Let me know. I'm very, very interested. Like soft drink type things, or fruit juices, or stuff like that. I like cream soda. We also have a thing called Sparberry, which is like a berry flavored drink. I seem to go more for the sweet flavored drinks, but I like a good old Sprite as well, or lemonade. For those of you that, I don't know if Sprite is global. I know it's in America, but I don't know if it's elsewhere in the world. But yeah, so I like a good Sprite. I'm not a fan of Coke. I know that's going to offend a lot of people. I'm not a fan of Pepsi either. So before you Pepsi guys go, yeah. But Coke and Pepsi, I don't know, they just do funny things to my teeth. Like, after I've drunk a can of Coke or a can of Pepsi, my teeth feel like they're on edge. Like, if I touch them together, they feel like they're grating against each other. It's not a nice feeling. So I tend not to drink Coke or Pepsi, but generally I'm more of a water person on the whole, actually. I have tons of bottles of water, and this map is now complete. I have tons of bottles of water that I keep in the fridge at home, and I tend to just drink down on those bottles of water day in and day out. But when I do like to treat myself, I have like a can of cream soda or a can of Sparberry. Not really a fruit juice person. A lot of people like a glass of OJ in the morning. Not really for me. If I have to drink fruit juice, I think I'll go for lychee juice or mango juice. Those are both pretty cool. Anyway, it's been nice talking to you guys. It's been nice filling out this map with you guys and just getting back in the swing of things here on the series. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments below. I won't answer them in the comments. I'll answer them in the actual episode itself next time. I think that's a nice way of doing things. So, yeah, I'll just like leave a comment saying thanks for the question or something like that, just so you guys know I've got the question. Wow, this is actually quite a huge sunflower plains over here. That's pretty cool. Alrighty, so yeah, thank you guys very, very much for watching. As always, my name is Matthias. Good night and God bless. See you later, alligator.